morning, everyone. Welcome into North Dakota Today. Blue Cross Blue Shield of North Dakota and the Boys and Girls Club of the Red River Valley are partnering together to make a really big impact. We have Amber and Robin both in studio this morning to talk about an exciting project. Good morning, you two.
Good morning.
So this is a really big partnership. Jordan did an excellent job kind of teasing ahead to what was going on. Yeah. Who wants to kick things off and just tell us about what's going on?
Sure. Well, I can, and Robin, you join in.
Sure.
But Blue Cross Blue Shield of North Dakota, we have partnered with the Boys and Girls Club of North Dakota. There's many different clubs across the state, one here in the Red River Valley, or many here in the Red River Valley, 13.
Wow, okay.
And then there's also some at military bases and also in the tribal communities as well. So we're just really excited to be able to provide the Boys and Girls Clubs with dollars to help with trauma-informed practices. So we know that mental health is huge these days for anyone, from little kids to adults. But we just know that there needs to be more done, and so we're really excited to partner with them to meet the kids where they're at Boys and Girls Club. So.
Yeah, and this is a national partnership. Actually, Blue Cross and Blue Shield of America is partnered with Boys and Girls Club of America.
Okay.
And so we are all over the country, over 5,000 Boys and Girls Clubs across the country. So it's really a far-reaching project. I believe Blue Cross and Blue Shield of America is donating, over the course of the next 4 years, $10 million to our national organization to help with mental health, trauma-informed practices, meeting kids where they're at, really getting away from what did you do wrong as a child. A lot of behaviors manifest out of trauma experienced in their lives, whether it's divorce or homelessness or hunger, and a lot of kids don't know how to behave, and so it's up to our staff to be better trained so we can identify why are you acting the way that you are, meeting them where they're at, so we can really get to the root of the problem. And so this will be a very robust training for our staff so that they can help identify and really work with those kids to help them where they're at and help them grow into great citizens and help them succeed.
And why do you think it's so important to really shine the spotlight here locally, but as well as nationally, with this big undertaking of a partnership?
Since 2017, rates of anxiety have doubled nationally, and I partially blame the pandemic on that. Social media certainly does not help either, but also kids are much more likely to be open and talk about it as well. And I work with kids every day, and they are really starting to understand how to talk about their feelings and why they behave the way that they do, and we need to capitalize on that. So we're so very thankful for Blue Cross and Blue Shield.
So let's kind of talk about the training. You did mention that it's quite robust and there's kind of a lot of ground to cover. Who wants to go into the details of that?
I'll let Robin.
Okay, sure. Well, the training will come through our national organization. We have a great platform for training, and it will help. There's a couple different stages. Virtual training to talk about trauma-informed awareness, being aware of why behaviors manifest the way that they do, and then trauma-informed care, so we can work and counsel with the kids to help them work through their problems and their issues. And so we're here to help kids. I really want to get away from punishing, but really getting to the root of the problem. And Blue Cross and Blue Shield, it's very important for them to address mental health, so I think it's a great partnership.
So are we calling this a mental health crisis for youth, for adolescents? Is this something we're really trying to combat? How are we really looking at this?
Yeah, so our Caring Foundation recently did a social determinants of health study on the state of North Dakota, and that was one of the sobering facts was that mental health is definitely a need across the state. And as Robin was saying, we want kids to know that it's okay to not be okay and provide them with the resources that they need to build that resilience and have that hope. When life knocks you down, how do you get back up? And so we're really excited about the partnership.
Yeah, well, speaking of, what would it look like if people are new to the Boys and Girls Club? How do they kind of come to you for help? What does it look like for a child to really come in and get involved?
Well, Boys and Girls, we do before and after school care in 12 schools across the Fargo area and 2 buildings that we own. And we want to meet them where they're at, is what Amber was saying. They're already with us, and so what a great place to try to give them help. Being with us before and after school is just, they're going to be there anyway. And just like school, schools are also training on trauma-informed care, but a lot of us nonprofits do not have the means to train for that, and that's why, again, we're so thankful for this help.
Well, let's kind of go into that, how important and how great of a need it is to get this type of partnership. And 10 million, I think you mentioned?
10 million.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
Yeah. Well, how big is that need, do you really think?
Oh, it's very big.
Yeah.
You know, and our kids, you know, come to school and come to after school programs with some baggage, and
Yeah.
they really look to adults to care for them. They need to feel safe,
Yeah.
both emotionally and physically, and that's what we're there for. We're there to help kids. Our entire mission is helping to build a great future for all children.
Where can we go to find any more information?
Amber.
You can go to our website. It's ndcaring.org. Otherwise, you can visit the Boys and Girls Club as well, which is
bgcrrv.org. We happy to visit with anybody. You can tour our facilities and see our kids in action. It's a lot. There's a lot going on right now. And the summers are really busy, so we'd love to spread the word about the wonderful work that our staff do with Boys and Girls Clubs.
Well, thank you both so much for coming on and continuing to work and empower youth. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, everybody, stick around. Coming up on today's show, we will be speaking with Roasted Rail Coffee House right after the break.